single-player deck-building game with elements of resource management, tycoon and exploration. Hire artists, each switch their own set of cards and travel across the Gilded Age USA, meeting famous people, fantasy creatures and completing quests, and become the greatest showman on earth. Ciao a tutti, I'm Marcello and welcome to a new first look video. Today I show you the Amazing American Circus by Klabater Juggler Games. A single-player deck-building game where we are the owner of a circus and we must build an empire from the scratch. We must hire artists and go around the USA entertaining people. This that I'm going to show you is the open beta, actually available on Steam. There's a new feature never seen before. There's a green button where you can request the access to the open beta. It's nice. Just applied in the afternoon, and after an hour I had my response. The developers grant me the access and now I'm going to show you a first look video. Please remember that this is an open beta, okay? Let's go. The Amazing American Circus. Nice, the music, nice. Would you like to play the tutorial first? Maybe we can see the tutorial, yes, it's a good thing. The funeral is over, you get back into the house, or rather the ruined shed you used to call home. Uncle Jack abruptly sits down on an old squeaky chair and pounds his lips in a cheeky manner. Ah, off he goes, the damn fool. Well, I'm gonna be off then. Hold your horses, boy. You gotta see what your old daddy left you first. Jack, you don't need to. But he's not listening to you. He goes outside and you follow with an exasperated sigh. You already know what he's going to show you. Your pa left you his circus. You don't say. The circus, as Jack called it, consists of a couple of rusty stands and an old ruined big top that has not been used in 20 years. Hard to believe that him and Uncle Jack used to be the most famous performers in America. It's yours now, old sad mess. I don't want it. I got a train to catch. I got a train to catch, so if there's nothing else, not even gonna say hello to the troop. Remember, from the funeral? 3 very smelly and very ragged artists who look as if they had spent the last couple of years in a basement, stare at you intensely with barely comfy and disturbing excitement in their eyes. Okay, let's try to skip this. These are your artists. Up to 3 can perform in a single show. Up to 3. Wow, nice. Look here. This is your audience, waiting to be entertained. It won't come easy, since each spectator has various abilities and actions that will make your job harder. I love the music. This is your audience waiting to be entertained. It won't come easy since each spectator has various abilities and actions that will make your job harder. Impress. Wow. This is your vitality. It refreshes at the start of each turn as each artist increases it by 1. Okay. Pay attention to the types of cards. These ones reduce audience sneering with A. Your goal is to impress the spectators, lower their boredom, and bring them to the state of delight. Now let's take a closer look. Okay, card's name is visible here. Okay, every card has a vitality cost. Playing a card decreases your vitality by the specified value. Okay, this number on the other hand represents how the card will influence the finale meter if played. This mechanic will explain later. Okay, here's a description, explain it in details what the card does. Okay, some of the cards have effects that can be activated in specific circumstances only. In order to find out the details of an effect, click on it with the right mouse button. Now use the highlighted card and point it at the chosen spectator. Sneer 3 times. Sneer 1. Sneer 1 times 2. I can only use this one. Impress. Fantastic. When you finish your turn, the cards from your hand are placed in a discard pile. Afterward, the audience perform their action. Click the end turn. They send me. They throw tomatoes at me. Audience sneering lowers focus of your artists. Okay, in order to protect your artists from the decrease of focus, use cards that keep them with the ability to ignore the attacks. Pay attention to the planned action of the audience and determine who needs protection. Okay, remember, ignore abilities reset at the beginning of each turn. Okay, cards have various effects. For example, draws gets you new cards, boons and flows activate special effect on a character, and some effects renew focus. You can examine the effects detail by clicking the right mouse button on the card. Okay. Sneer 3 times at the clown. Both of them. Ignore to the clown. Great, we get protection. If your artist's focus is 0, one of their cards gets scrapped from the deck. Afterward, their focus reset. Okay, if your artist loses all cards, they are removed from the show. In addition, your vitality decreases by 1. Okay, if you lose all your artists, the show ends with a failure. When artist's card is scrapped, you get to decide which one it is. Okay, icons above the cards inform you where the particular card is located at the moment. Above the card. Here. Okay. We must end the turn. Let's see what happened. Tomatoes. If all the cards in your deck are used, the discard pile reshuffles into a new deck. It has a cost too. When reshuffle takes place, all artists lose 5 focus. Okay. Impress 2. Sneer and sneer. Each card you play influences the finale bar. Card's finale value can be positive, neutral or negative. Pay attention to the order of your action as not to lose a chance to perform the finale. Okay, the meter is fully charged, perform the finale. Aha. Fantastico. You clearly got some of that artist's blood in you, boy. That was surprisingly good, and that reminds me... Yeah, there was a letter. Yes, from the Circus Association. Address it to your pa, there's gonna be a circus competition. Sound interesting? The winner gets $100,000. 100,000? Before silence, start thinking you always resent. Uncle Jack grins. You'd obviously share the winning with your poor uncle the widow with Ma, wouldn't you? Let's see, you got no one waiting for you. Let's skip. This is your map where you get to choose which cities you want to visit. Locations are separated by roadways. One trip can consist of up to 3 roadways, okay? Uncover new cities and quests location with the magnifying glass. Remember though that you need to pay with cash for each use. Okay, nice. Select Seattle as your next destination. We will go to Seattle. Wild West. We are at the Wild West. Seattle. Type big. Region Wild West. Established. Okay. Population. Timber card. Okay. Audience. Miners. Nice. We got the fame. Cash. Travel. Your artists have to eat. Before venturing forward, you get to plan provision for your travel. The number of cities you pass by during the journeys determines the number of required meals. Okay. Available dishes are listed here. Where we have apple bread, chicken croquettes, apple cheese waffle sandwich. Food you choose impact your artists. This is represented by these 3 parameters. If they're high enough, they unlock positive effects, boons. If they reach a lower value, flows activate instead. Okay. Here you can find how specific types of dishes impact the parameters. Choose a dish and drag it to the available slot. Boiled potatoes will help with 5 nutrition. Manner 2 on health. And Manner 1 on satisfaction. How would it work? I must put it in one of this? No. Use it? Okay, we got nutrition. Decrease finale. These are the flaws, the negative effects, and these are the positive effect. Okay, we got nutrition at least. Let's travel. The Amazing American Circus. Wow. So we are your employees now, huh? Looks like it. Oh, this is gonna be good. We know your father well. Let's skip this. I'm coming with you, huh? Good, no, I knew it. It is a good idea. See, we think alike already. Let's skip. Wow, let's see what we have here. The Bizarre Bazaar, Cookhouse Wagon are all locked for now. Training Wagon, Voodoo Wagon, all the things to unlock. We only got the city, the big top, the show. We can only go to the show. Circus posters allow you to plan out your shows. Wow. Here you get to decide which artists will get on the stage, choosing up to 3 performers at a time. Shows are divided into 3 acts, and here is where the misfits come in handy. Their role is is to activate a special effect at the beginning of an scenic act. Number of misfits slots on the Circus poster informs you how many acts are there in the show. There is always a chance your artist will receive some effect, booms and flows, and special cards gift and all access after the show. When you are all set, press the button to view the circus ticket. Beginning of the act, extra impress, pile 3 for a random artist. Beginning of the extra impress, pile 3 for a random artist. The finale, impress 15 random spectator. And the artists, the juggler, Baby John, and Dreary Tsuchi. Okay. Audience are the minus. You never know how many spectators are going to show up, and that's why managing the business side of your shows is so important. Here is the expected revenue from the show. If it turns out to be successful, you get cash. The amount should be somewhere between the highest and the lowest value marked on the bar. Your income decreases if you lose an artist during the show. Nice. If you want, you can take a risk and increase the expected revenue. This action proportionally changes both highest and lowest value of the section. Bigger the risk, bigger the reward. If you can afford it, you can always invest in the promotion of your show. This both reduces the risk and opens up a chance to earn even more from a successful performance. Let's keep standard for now. Expenses, parade. Now let's keep basic. Decreases chosen artists impress abilities. Okay. It's new one time. Changes impress by 3, decreases by 1. I can use the ignore here. Scrapped cards, vitality 2. Let's try to impress them with some. Needs 3. Okay, it needs 3. Press. I ignore, sorry. This is ignore. I must use this one. Tour Enchanté, Spotlight, ignore 6. Impress, Empire, impress. Stash. Empire, ignore, impress 1 for every 2 ignore removed. Okay. Sneer 1 times for 5. Draw 1 chosen card. Ignore 1 for each card with ignore. Just 1. Extra ignore. The creatures and artists impress. Vitality. Draw 1. It's a little scary. Extra hands. Shuffle your hand into deck. Is near 0 times. Okay. Extra ignore. Deck shuffle. Oh, ignore, ignore, near. Choose a card to scrap. I want to scrap this one. And let's go impress. Impress 2. Ignore 3, stash 1 ball. Impress 3. Damn. It won't go away. Extra hands. Ignore 3. We got some protection, let's go. Deck shuffle 4, focus. I don't know why I can't. State of mind. Extra sneering. Pile increases by 1 at the end of the turn until it hits 0. Okay. Okay. 1 is down. Is near extra ignore. Ignore 3 and stash 1 ball. Ignore 3 and stash 1 ball. Juggling balls. Juggler has 5. Shuffle your hand into deck. Extra, ignore 7. If you choose an artist's impress ability. Impress. Compile, ignore, impress 1. We got the finale. Congratulations, you finished your first show. Not so good. Your artists are rewarded with experience points for each show, leveling your your employees unlocks new cards or improves the ones they already have. Okay. There is always a chance your artist will receive some effects, booms and flows, and special cards, gift and access after the show. Last but not least, here you can find out on how profitable your show was. Keep in mind that losing artists during the performance affects your earnings. Earned 50, poster, parade, advertise, balance. Okay. Nice. Okay guys, my first look ends here. Let me know what you think about the Amazing American Circus in the comments below. Remember that this is an open beta, but I want to know your opinion. Remember to share the video and maybe hit the like button. This will help me a lot. Wish you the best. Ciao.